The colourful parade through the streets of Kathmandu was among the events held to mark the 60th anniversary of the conquest of the world's highest mountain peak in Nepal, Mount Everest. The superhuman feat achieved by New Zealanders Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay Sherpa on May 29th in 1953 has since inspired thousands to follow, with records being set even as recently as Sunday. Nadim Majid reports.
An event to mark the anniversary of the first ascent to the roof of the world. Climbers and dignitaries placed flower garlands around two statues of Hillary and Norgay before horse-driven carriages adorned with flowers carried guests to the royal palace of Hanuman Dokha in Basantapur, Kathmandu. Tashi Tenzing, mountaineer and grandson of Tenzing Norgay, had this to say on the 60th anniversary of the event that made Tenzing a household name the world over.
There was two men who came from a very humble being. One was a beekeeper from New Zealand, and one of the men, Tenzing Norgay Sherpa, who was born in the shadows of Everest. It is these two humble people who has opened the gates today to the tourism for Nepal.
About 4,000 climbers have reached the top of Everest in the ensuing years. While they have been successful, Everest has also claimed over 200 lives. The spirits of those who have not been found still haunt the White Peak today. The mountain has become an ultimate test for those with the spirit of the adventurer, with many attempting to scale the 8,850 meter or 29,035-foot peak. On the 21st of this month, India's Arunima Sinha, a former national volleyball champion, became the first female amputee to conquer Mount Everest.
When I reached the top, I felt like shouting so loudly that the whole world would hear me say, "Yes, today I'm at the top."
80-year-old Japanese mountain climber Yuichiro Miura arrived at Kathmandu airport on Sunday after becoming the oldest person to climb Mount Everest. Miura, who has had 4 heart surgeries, reached the top of the world's highest mountain on the 23rd of this month. 60 years on from the first ascent of Mount Everest, Russian Valery Rozov's added another first on the world's most famous mountain.
Right behind me, you can see the highest mount of the world. I just have landed on the bottom of north wall of Everest.
The 48-year-old jumped off the north face of Mount Everest to record the world's highest ever base jump, 7,220 meters above sea level. Despite adverse weather conditions with temperatures 18 degrees below zero, Rozov took the leap of faith and added his name to the Everest record books. Mount Everest is the ultimate test of the mettle of even the most adventurous mountaineers. It is truly amazing how more than 60 years on, the exploits, the once impossible feat achieved by two men has gone on to inspire the young, the old and even the disabled to reach for the sky from the roof of the world. Now, it is doubtless that these adventurous spirits are exemplary of the indomitable spirit of humankind. Nadim Majid, News First.
Gateway College added a new chapter by acquiring a fleet of 6 boats to promote the sport of rowing amongst its students.
An event to mark the launch of the fleet was held at the Colombo Rowing Club recently.
Where our policy is concerned, we believe that sports should be an integral part of a child's education. Sometimes, as adults, as parents, we think it would be only the A stars or the academic results that would matter. But if we, for a moment, see what happens in the world and in top academic institutions, we see that sports is such an important thing.
News First U reporter Ganeshan Krishanthan from Kotapula submitted this report for News First today.
A member of the Noakhali Pradesh Sabha together with the locals engaged in a protest yesterday against the opening of a funeral parlour in Kotmale. Due to this protest that took place opposite the Norelia Pradesh Sabha, transportation along the Hatton-Norelia road was hampered for over 2 hours. Subsequently, officers from the Dimula-Patana police arrived at the location and seized the lorry that had brought coffins to the funeral parlour.
Moving on to sports news now. According to Indian media reports, two owners of a Sri Lanka Premier League cricket team are believed to be involved in spot fixing in the recently concluded Indian Premier League. The reports further said that Bollywood actor Vindudhara Singh has reportedly told Mumbai police that two bookies named Sanjay and Pawan are the owners of one of the franchises in the Sri Lanka Premier League. However, the Sri Lanka Premier League team owned by the two bookies is yet to be revealed.
Legal sports betting in India is confined to horse racing, while illegal betting syndicates thrive in the absence of a law dealing specifically with such corruption in sport. Media estimates put the amount gambled on the 2020 competition at $427 million in 2009. Reports state that two individuals that owned a team in the Sri Lankan Premier League have an involvement in the spot fixing scandal in the IPL too. The two individuals have been identified as Sanjay and Pawan, but it is yet to be ascertained the teams they were bearing ownership. The Indian media today questioned the Sri Lankan Cricket Board regarding the two, with the director of the SLPL, Ajit Jayasekara, stating that he does not know any details pertaining to them. The director also told Sports First that the two individuals did not own any team of the SLPL. The board further stated that steps will be taken to provide information to the media on developments regarding this story.
Well, wasn't that something?
Yes, indeed. However, we warn motorists here in Sri Lanka not to try this.
That's because the team that performs this stunt are professionals in what they do. Stay safe and do not try this.
For News First Team, I'm Arundhati Mudanayaka.
And I'm Shane Silva. Good night.